My loving greetings, Vanakkam, Namaste, Prem Namaskar to one and all of you. Welcome to the Sadhana program. And again, I am doing this program from Shanghai in China. And greetings from Shanghai. In order to commence, let us sit comfortably with our spine upright, with all our chakras in alignment. Place your hands on your thighs, palms facing upwards. Gently close your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nostrils, and on our outer breath, we'll chant Om. We'll do this 5 times. So let us do it together. Please remain with your eyes closed. I will chant Anbe Vadivai Nindrai poetry, a very sacred verse, glorifying the divine. What I need you to do is to visualize Lord Shiva or your divine in the sanctum sanctorum of your heart, seated on a golden throne. And at the end of each line, I recite the word poetry. When you hear the word poetry, which means praise be unto thee, you must shower abundance of flower petals on your divine in your heart, expressing your love, devotion and bhakti to your divine. So let us commence. Visualize Lord Shiva or your divine seated on a golden throne in your heart space, and shower abundance of flower petals when you hear the word poetry. Anbe vadivai Nindrai poetry, அன்பர் துயர்தன்னை தீர்ப்பாய் போற்றி, இன்பமே தந்து காப்பாய் போற்றி, இன்பமே தந்து காப்பாய் போற்றி, இன்பவடிவானே கடவுளே போற்றி, தாயும் தந்தையும் நீயே போற்றி, வாழ்வும் செல்வமும் நீயே போற்றி, மண்ணுவெண்ணல்லா நீயே போற்றி, மண்ணுவெண்ணல்லா நீயே போற்றி, கண்ணுள்ளாடுமென் கடவுளே போற்றி, முதலே போற்றி, மூவா போற்றி, உருவே போற்றியவ் உருவா போற்றி, காற்றே போற்றி கனலே போற்றி காற்றே போற்றி கனலே போற்றி அருளே போற்றி என் கடவுளே போற்றி அருளே போற்றி என் கடவுளே போற்றி அருளே போற்றி என் கடவுளே போற்றி. Now do Devaradhane to the divine in your heart. Turn the light or diya in a clockwise direction over the divine in your heart. You may do so now. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. 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 Now you can stop your Devaradhane. Gently open your eyes. Once again, welcome to the sadhana program. We now move on to pranayama or pranayamam. Pranayamam is the scientific art of mastering the breathing. When we breathe conventionally, we breathe very, very shallow, and we do not take the maximum amount of energy into the body, oxygen, pranic energy. But when doing pranayamam, we take in the optimum amount of pranic energy and oxygen into the body. And therefore, pranayamam helps in the development of the vital organs in your body, because we're giving it a tremendous amount of energy, pranic energy and oxygen. Breath is life. When breath stops, so too does life. And therefore it is so important that we do a daily practice of pranayamam. Today we're going to do Ekkanile Kriya Pranayamam. This is one pointed concentration. You have to move your eyelids up so that your eyeballs are connected to your Sahasrara chakra on top of your head. So like this. And while your eyeballs are connected to your Sahasrara chakra, you're going to breathe in deeply through your nostrils and slowly, long breaths through your nostrils, and you breathe out fully through your nostrils. 1, you're connecting your eyeballs to your Sahasrara chakra. 2, you're breathing in and breathing out. And 3, we're chanting so with your inward breath and hum with your outward breath. You synchronize those 3 things together in Ekkanile Kriya Pranayamam. I will actually chant the mantra so hum to help you in this practice today. All you do is breathe in and keep your eyeballs connected to your Sahasrara chakra or the top of your head. When a person does meditation, he can move into a state of samadhi. In the state of samadhi, the soul can leave his body and migrate from the body for a temporary period of time. And when a doctor examines the person at that stage, while he's in a state of samadhi, there will be no pulse and there will be no breathing. So you can actually certify him dead. However, for a person in samadhi, you will find that when you lift your eyelids up, the eyeballs are shot up and connected to the Sahasrara chakra. And the second thing happens is that on the skin we have hair, and on a dead man the hair is flat. But when you're in a state of samadhi, the hair stands up erect. Just as the antenna in a radio connects the sound from the sound waves and brings it to your radio as music, so too the hair on your skin acts as antennae and draws the pranic energy from the universe into yourself. And therefore a person in a state of samadhi can actually live for a few days without breathing, because he gets this energy from the universe through the hair follicles who act as antennae. So now sit comfortably with your spine upright, move your eyeballs up to the connected to the Sahasrara chakra like this. Our chant so, hum, so you breathe in, hum, you breathe out. So let's begin. Eyeballs up. So, hum, so, now you can gently stop your exercise and gently open your eyes. You must practice this regularly at home because it is challenging to keep your eyeballs connected to your Sahasrara chakra. So you keep practicing moving your eyeballs up and connecting to the top of your head. And with practice, it'll come naturally. And when you complete this practice, then you continue doing this pranayama technique to help you in the journey of your life. I just want to share some wisdom with you. There are three things that are very, very important: health, wealth, and relationships. And we have to nurture good health, good wealth, and good relationships, because all three of them affect the quality of our lives and they affect our ability to walk circumspectly in our journey to reach the goal of enlightenment and liberation. So we need to focus on these three things in our lives to ensure that we're always experiencing good health, good wealth, and good relationships. If you look at your health, you need to ensure your health is good, you're strong, healthy, energetic, and vibrant, and in good sound mental, psychological, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. When you are in good health, then you don't have to worry about your body. Your mind will not be in a tiz, and then you'll be able to focus on the journey of your life. you will be able to focus on what is important to you. That is reaching the journey, the destination in this physical realm. That is attaining Parisuttam, becoming enlightened, and being liberated from this worldly realm so that you can be eternally one with God. So in the spiritual life, the concentration must be on that. But if you have health challenges, if you experience diseases, sicknesses, or conditions that are affecting the body, then it becomes very challenging. Your mind will not allow you now to concentrate on your journey, on what is important in your journey, on reaching the goal of human life. So because you'll be overwhelmed by the challenges you're experiencing in your body and in your health. So it won't help you in this journey. But if you have good health, if you look at in Hinduism, it advocates Atta, Kama, Moksha. Atta is the wealth, and Kama desires, and then you have Moksha, which is liberation. Now, you must have enough wealth and enough money to sustain your livelihood, and then you're able to also fulfill your desires. And when you fulfill your desires in this world, and you can reach the state of liberation. Now, it is not bad to fulfill your desires. For instance, if you have good health, then your desire to become an accomplished artist, accomplished musician, accomplished athlete, or an outstanding footballer playing perhaps in the Premier League. So all that, those desires can be accomplished with good health. But with a compromised health, you cannot achieve that state in your life. That desire cannot be fulfilled. And therefore, you are experiencing a lot of challenges on your pathway. And therefore, your mind takes you away from the goal of human life. So let's look at the next one, which is wealth. We need money. We need money to sustain our livelihood. We need money to ensure that we pay for our rent or even buy that house so we have accommodation to live in. We need money to pay for the food to sustain this body and our families. We need money for all the necessities in life. So if we do not have money, what happens? We may not have food to eat. We may not be able to support our children. The children may have to beg in the street. We may not have a shelter. We may be sleeping on the pavement, on the roadside. Millions of people are homeless simply because they do not have money. And therefore, wealth is important to help us in our journey. So we need to ensure that when we earn wealth, it is not done in an unscrupulous manner. You have to ensure that all your endeavor to earn money is in a righteous way, and that's dharma. So when you earn money in a righteous way, and then you accumulate adequate money to sustain your livelihood and pay for all the necessities in your life, then you'll be able to concentrate on the journey of your life. You'll be able to concentrate on your sadhana and to reach the goal of mukti, moksha, liberation, and enlightenment. But with a compromised health, your mind goes into a turmoil. Your mind is in a tears, and you're going into psychological suffering. And in the psychological suffering, you become overwhelmed with it. And even there are people who become suicidal because of the overwhelming nature of the psychological suffering that they're experiencing in life. and particularly the youngsters go through this. So we have to ensure we have good health and we have good wealth to sustain our lives. And now we do not experience psychological suffering. Now let's move on to the next one, is relationship. If we have good, beautiful, harmonious relationships with your spouse, with your siblings, with your loved ones, with your family, with your community, with your work colleagues, your management, work management, in the institution that you serve, when there is good relationships, you are in a beautiful space. And when you nurture a beautiful inner state, your life resonates at a high level of consciousness. And when your life resonates at a high level of consciousness, then you'll be able to move swiftly on your pathway towards enlightenment, towards liberation. And that's what we need to understand. We have to ensure that there is good relationship. But if we have problematic relationships, the problematic relationship again affect the way you feel, it affect your emotions, affects your mind. Your mind goes into your mind is in a turmoil. You're going through psychological suffering again because of the problematic relationship. If somebody tells you something that is nasty, sometimes it plays back. It's like a record player that is playing back in your mind all the time. Whether you're in the shower, whether you're eating or watching TV, whatever has been told to you that was nasty goes on into a playback in your mind. And that gives you psychological suffering. And when you're going through the psychological suffering, you cannot concentrate on the journey of your life, your journey that is so important, because the reason for which we have taken this body and come into the world is to ensure that we progress circumspectly on this journey, reach the goal of human life, and that is Parisuttam Mukti Moksham. So we have to concentrate on it. If you have a problematic relationship with your mother, you'll have never-ending challenges, problems, trials, tribulations in your life. And those challenges will always be there, and they will create a lot of suffering, and they will not enable you to move swiftly on your journey. If you have a problematic relationship with your father, you'll have financial problems. So it's going to affect your wealth. It will affect you. If you have financial problems, you'll always have the consequent psychological problems. And you'll go into suffering state, and you will not be able to move onto this journey. The next aspect that we have to just look at is the karma that we generate as a result of health, wealth, and relationship. If you affect the health of somebody else and they are going through suffering, then you're going to generate a lot of negative karma, which is going to affect you in your life, and therefore you will not reach that state of parisattam. Instead of reducing the load of karma, you will start increasing it. Right? For instance, if you stab somebody or you hurt somebody and cause a lot of pain and suffering to somebody's life, even causing psychological suffering to somebody by what you have said or done, indirectly, directly, will also generate negative karma for you. And therefore, it is so important that we do not affect somebody else's health, because if you affect somebody else's health, your health will suffer also. And if somebody else is suffering as a result of you, then if you are sick, you are not going to heal, because you have caused suffering to somebody else, and you will suffer, and you cannot heal with all the prayers. So it is important that you heal the relationship with everyone. You must also go into yourself, visualize your mother, and seek forgiveness from her if you have caused her any hurt or pain. And also do that to your father and anybody that you have hurt. You must go inside, seek forgiveness for the people that you have hurt, and forgive people that have hurt you. In that way, you will start healing, and through that healing, you can progress on your journey in this life. So, if you look at wealth also, we have to ensure that we are earning money not by unscrupulous means, but by firm means, by righteous means. We're earning money. And we must not rob somebody. We must not steal somebody else's money. We must not rob somebody else of anything, of their property, their belongings, or their money. Sometimes in families there is inheritance. You must ensure that all your siblings get what they rightfully deserve and what is due to them. Don't rob your siblings of the inheritance that is due to them. When you do that, you accumulate karma for yourself. When you accumulate karma, you're affecting the journey of your life. And we need to understand that we must not affect that. And so watch your wealth. Do not, through wealth, accumulate negative karma. The last thing is relationships. We must not create problems in other people's lives. We must not create conflict between people. When they are having a fight in between them, and you stand out, you will also have negative karma because you created the problem between people. You must not create negative karma between people, and you must not even hurl abuse at anybody. If you hurl abuse at somebody else, then you are creating a psychological problem in their life. And the more suffering that they go through will bring suffering for you, will bring negative karma for you. And your negative karma will not enable you to reach your goal of human life. And that is parisuttam, and moving into a state of absolute pureness. So therefore it is important that you do not interfere in somebody else's life. You do not affect somebody else's life. You ensure you enjoy beautiful, peaceful, blissful relationship with everybody. If the divine is in you, then the divine is in everyone else. And we are interrelated and interconnected through the divine that is in us, is in everyone else. And therefore you must see the divine in everyone else. Do not cause problems in anyone's life, because that would actually bring pain and suffering for them as well as negative karma for you. So please take note of that in the journey of your life. Please sit comfortably, gently close your eyes, and move into a state of contemplation. Look at health. Have you affected the quality of life of somebody else by hurting them in any way whatsoever, physically or psychologically? Have you caused pain and suffering to them? And look at wealth. Have you earned money unscrupulously? Have you robbed somebody or stole money from somebody or robbed your siblings of inheritance? And look at your relationships. If you created problems in people's lives, caused suffering to them, conflict and chaos in their lives. If you haven't done all that, then you are in a beautiful space to continue beautifully and circumspectly on this journey. So just contemplate on that. Now let us move into a state of meditation. Keep your eyes closed. Take slow, long, deep breaths through your nostrils and breathe out slowly and fully through your nostrils to move into a state of relaxation. Now visualize a golden ball of light in the sanctum sanctorum of your heart. The golden orb, which is shining bright, beautiful, and brilliant. This is the manifestation of your divine in your heart. As you breathe in, visualize the ball of light is expanding in size as it is becoming filled with more and more golden light. And as you are breathing out, the golden ball of light diminishes in size, but the light spreads out throughout your body, permeating your entire body and filling every cell in your body with golden light. So continue this process of breathing in, visualizing the expansion of the orb in your heart. And as you're breathing out, the golden orb diminishes in size, but all the light is flowing out from the golden orb throughout your body, filling every cell in your body with golden light. Feel and experience the energy and the vibrations of the light spreading throughout your body. Continue this process for a few moments. Now, as an expression of your gratitude to God, remember and reflect on all the momentous occasions in your life, the beautiful, precious moments that brought so much of joy, peace, and happiness to your life. Just remember and reflect, and that is your expression of gratitude to God. Remember all and reflect on all your successes and accomplishments in your life. You can reflect on where you have been to and where you are now. And you can understand how much growth and development you've achieved in your life. Everything happens in this world only through the grace of your divine. So whatever successes and accomplishments you have achieved, whatever precious and beautiful moments you've experienced, were only through the grace of God. Also remember and reflect on all the beautiful, precious loved ones you are surrounded by. And remember and reflect on all these things that will bring about an inner feeling of gratitude to God. Now you can relate to the golden orb in your heart. Share the joys of your day, or share whatever is very, very important to you in your life right now. Share it with your divine, seated as the golden orb in your heart. You can do so now. Now radiate your love, light, and blessings to all your loved ones that are near and dear to you. Bless them through the divine grace of the golden orb. Now radiate your love, light, and blessings to your country so that there is stability, interracial harmony, and peace in your country. Now radiate your love, light, and blessings to the entire world so that there's stability in every country in the world. There's interracial harmony in every country in the world. And there is peace within countries and peace between countries. We also pray for ceasefire in all the wars that are taking place between countries. Slowly you come back to your body. You become aware of your mind. You listen to your breathing as you become grounded. You bring your palms together in front of your heart and give thanks and gratitude to God. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you once again to all of you for connecting with the Sadhana program, and I hope through your perseverance in doing the sadhana and going through it, you will achieve optimum outcomes in the journey of your life. May you be blessed ultimately with good health, good wealth, good relationship, and be blessed ultimately with enlightenment and liberation. God bless you. Nandri Vanakkam.